Welcome to Satsuki Living Lore, an EDH jank commander deck tech. This deck is a pretty fun green-white archetype centered around sagas. This deck is power level 5 to 6. It wins using your enchantment strategy, combat damage, and card advantage. Satsuki is great for the saga mechanic. You can tap Satsuki to put a lore counter on each saga that you control. This deck also has a enchantment theme. So if you like playing green-white enchantments but are looking for something a little different, Satsuki may be the commander for you. This deck is playing 30 enchantments, and many of them are sagas. For our 2-drops, we're playing Azusa's Many Journeys, Era of Enlightenment, Michiko's Reign of Truth, Song of Freyalise, Teaching of the Kirin, The Binding of the Titans, The Birth of Meletis, Battle for Bredegard, Fall of the Impostor, History of Benalia, Jugen Defends the Temple, The Dragon Kami Reborn, The Fall of Lord Kanda, The First Iroan Games, The Restoration of Iganho, Befriending the Moths comes in at our 4 slot, along with Boseiju Reaches Skyward. And for our 5 slots, we have 3 sagas at Elspeth Conquers Death, Tales of Master Sashiro, and the Mending of Dominaria. Our commander allows our sagas to go through their saga cycles more quickly. We also have a heavy enchantment theme in this deck. We have many Enchantment Matters cards. Even our card draw is using enchantments. For example, we're running Sithis Harvest's Hand, Mesa Enchantress, Satyr Enchanter, Eidolon of Blossoms, and Enchantress's Presence. Some more Enchantment Matters cards include Tethered Griffin, Archon of Sun's Grace, and Celestial Ancient. We also have Nykthos Paragon and Sky Blessed Samurai. We have some nice creature pump effects in that we're playing Helm of the Gods, Nettlecyst, and Ethereal Armor, in addition to all that glitters. For our ramp package, we are mostly running enchantments, but we are also running a few Enchantment Matters cards. One of the all-stars in this deck is Sanctum Weaver, which can add a color for each enchantment that we have. We can also run Jukai Naturalist to make our enchantments cost less. Star Armor Courser, similar to our Jukai Naturalist, also reduces the cost of enchantments that we play. Courser of Kruphix is an interesting creature that lets us play lands from our top of the deck, in addition to being an enchantment. We're running the classic Commander Soul Ring, and some of our enchantments include Wild Growth, Song of Freyalise, The Birth of Meletis, Jugen Defends the Temple, Overgrowth, and Boseiju Reaches Skyward. For some endgame cards that really help our deck run, we are also running Sphere of Safety, which is a pillow fort for each enchantment that we have, along with a Brilliant Restoration. We have a sub-theme of trying to get back enchantments from our graveyard, because Satsuki allows us to return a saga card from our graveyard to our hand when it dies. To help mill, we are playing Vessel of Nascency, Shigeki Jukai Visionary, The Mending of Dominaria, and Teachings of the Kirin. Another sub-theme that can help our deck run well is Proliferate. To help us proliferate our saga counters, we can use Unbounded Potential, Grateful Apparition, and Huatli's Raptor, along with Wanderer's Strike. We are also running Storyweave as a similar effect. To help close out the games, we are also running Celestial Ancient and Nykthos Paragon. Both of these creatures can help make the rest of our creatures large as well. For removal in our deck, we have Mana Tithe, Wanderer's Strike, Seal of Primordium, Soul Tithe, Captured by Legax, and Elspeth Conquers Death. I highly recommend you try Satsuki for yourself. The saga mechanic is quite popular, and in this deck you can always expect to finish some sagas with Satsuki the Living Lore. Thank you for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe to MTG Jank and look out for more future Commander deck techs.